Alright, boys, we're back. And today I'm going to be talking about the top 20 starter units in Anime Vanguards. This is going to be for new players and like mid game players, kind of. This is going to be for like new players and mid game players. And this is going to be my recommendation for the best units you could possibly do as a starter. I'm going to tell you guys the units that got me through the beginning of the game. So for number one is Vegeta. Mythic Vegeta is crazy off start. He should carry you through pretty much the entire story mode on Nightmare. You get him from challenges if you're a new player. Um, Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think they're still messing around with it, but you should get a shiny Vegeta, or not a shiny Vegeta, but like a Vegeta. This one, the mythic one, for free. Um, I recommend rolling on him, getting like anything from ethereal and higher, and then not rolling on him again. Like ethereal is really good on him. He's a boss shredder. He's nasty. My second character that I would recommend would be Aizen. Definitely get Aizen. Aizen is a crazy unit. He does take a lot to Evo, so I would use him more mid game, kind of. Try to get Monarch on him. He's a really good DPS. If you get Monarch on him, you could solo pretty much everything in the game. He's definitely somebody I would build pity on, even for end game players. We have, for the third, I'd choose Ichigo. Ichigo is a disgusting unit for early game story mode, early game legend stages. He's really nice, really nice. You're gonna need him because he buffs himself in like the Sid event and stuff. Same for Monkey King and the World Lines, but if you're new, you're probably not gonna be beating the World Lines yet. We have Kenpachi. Kenpachi's a really, really, really good unit. His damage is crazy. He's a stun. I'm pretty sure he's large cone at full upgrade. He does a really good amount of damage, like really, really good for a mythic unit. You don't even need a good trade on him. He's 3 placement, so go for like a ethereal or blitz on him. Like an ethereal or blitz would be great on him. Another unit I would choose is, well, if you're watching this now, I would go for the battle pass unit. The first go Reimu. She is really good for shield break. Like I see people pairing her with Escanor, because she can break shields in seconds. They basically don't even spawn with shields. And then Sakura, I think her name is, level 50 in the battle pass. She's a time stop. She stuns every enemy in her range for like 12 seconds or something. So she's actually disgusting for like infinite and stuff. Because you're probably gonna be running infinites for gems after you complete the story mode. Let me show you guys Reimu and Sakura real quick. Let me show you what they do. Reimu, Sakura, or Sakuya. Yeah, Sakuya. We add some yen. Alright, so Sakuya. She's cool, she looks cool. But the main thing you want about her is ability. She does well, little to no damage. Her range is decent. I do have the range increase though. It's probably like half of this without it. These are her passives. And then this is her ability. It's a 65-second cooldown, which is like nothing. It's actually insane. And she stops time for everything in her range. So if I were to skip waves, this works on bosses too, by the way. If I were to skip waves and then time stops everything that is already out on the map. So if there's more mobs spawning, it'll go through. But if they're already on the map, they'll stop. So they're pretty crazy. They're pretty crazy. Let me cog you a nuke to get rid of this so my game doesn't lag. All right. We have Reimu. These are her passives. She's always on a 0.2 second SPA. Blitz and Ethereal do not work with this. No familiars will change that. She attacks everything it's kind of like, it says full AoE, but it's like a cone, kind of. If I have my effects on, you could see it. It's more like a cone. Max upgrade. This ability gives her 4 layers instantly, so she goes to her 4-layer damage, and then She gets insta set to 3 layers after. When you hit this 4 layer, now it's full AoE. With the full 4 layer, you see? She hit those guys. She's full layer. When she's 4 layers, she's full AoE. There's no like layers counter, so you can't see it. But yeah. Let me change lineup. I don't know if I have a Kenpachi. Ken. What was it? K-E. A Kenpachi. I do have a Kenpachi Evoed. Let me show you guys Kenpachi. Let me slow that down. He does 7k on placement. This is all D stats, by the way. No trait. 7k on placement. 9.7. 13.2. 16. 17.5. He gets a new ability. His SP is really high. That's why I recommended Blitz or Ethereal. 22. 26. 30. 30. 31. 35. He does 35k damage. Every time he stuns himself, he does damage to everybody around him, I believe, and he stuns everybody around him as well. 50% damage. Every third attack, he stuns himself for 100% of his SPA. So that's where the Blitz and Ethereal comes in. And lets out a roar anytime this unit gets stunned for 80% of their damage. So he roars and he full AoEs basically. So he's basically like cone and full AoE and he stuns. So he's really, really, really good for beginners. So we have... Who else did I recommend? I recommend doing... Just do as much... I think I recommended Aizen. Do as much of the new event as you can, man. Like, it's so easy to macro. If you can't macro, just... I don't know, try to set some time aside if you have time to do it. Like these new units like Hiei, all of them, they're gonna be crazy for starters. Like let me show you guys the new units if you haven't seen them yet. With all right stats, they have like all Z pluses. Quetzalcoatl, Coatl, however you say it. And then there was what? Newsman. If you guys are wondering why I'm missing all the shinies, I chained them into rerolls for the Escanor video. But Quetzalcoatl is crazy. She's not always doing this damage. She switches between 3 different attacks. So she's full AoE, or she's like a circle, full AoE, circle, full AoE. But she's crazy. We have Hiei 4 placement. I recommend getting like range or something on these guys because you don't really need the damage buff, I feel like. From like a mythic trait to try to get like range or blitz or something. EA is crazy. 46k between all of them. They get more damage as they burn. Full AoE. Pretty much every full AoE, or pretty much every unit from this update's full AoE. Newsman is disgusting. Like, I recommend probably evoing this guy like second or first out of every unit. You should be able to solo most of the stuff in the game with him because his slow is just nasty. There was Alibaba. I'm not sure if I evoed Ali. Yeah, I didn't evo Ali, but he's a good unit. His SPA is like trash, but he's pretty good. Who else would I recommend? I'd recommend getting the world line units like Yuhaba if you're mid game, or if you're high enough level to get carry. Yuhuba's crazy. I don't have Monarch on him, but with Monarch, he does like 400k or something. He attacks twice. He can buff units. He can do all that. We have... Let's see what we have. We have Gojo. Gojo's decent. He's getting a rework, so I actually recommend getting some stuff on your Gojo. He might be crazy when the rework comes out. These are his passives. I mean, he did come out when the game like first dropped, so didn't expect anything crazy, but I'm pretty sure he's getting a rework. So if you get a Gojo, just try to evo him, because when the rework comes, he might be crazy. He's already full AoE. He's doing really good damage for like how old of a unit he is. He's got the Void, time stop, damage goes up. 51k with like a blitz. The units I want you guys to stay away from. I've gotten so many questions asking if these guys are good. Gear Boy, do not use Gear Boy. Do not use Gear Boy. Just don't. Not a good guy. He's good with Monarch. If you have Monarch on him, he's disgusting. Without Monarch, he's whatever. Really outdated, to be honest. He got like power creeps really quickly. We have Sukuna. Sukuna might be getting a rework, so if you guys want to get him, you can. It's really just up to you if you like the character or not. This is Sukuna. You see his damage is like terrible. This is with bad stats, level 1. Da da da. He's got his ability 200 seconds or like 180 seconds. It's like a mini nuke kinda. We got Egress. Go for Egress if you're like a brand new player. He's crazy. 16k full AoE, multi placement, stun. He's immune to stuns. He does damage up to bosses. He's a boss killer. You don't need to get Egress if you get Sukuna, because like, or not Sukuna, sorry, Aizen. The only reason I recommended Aizen is because of his damage and his immunity. But Egress is really good. Egress's mission is out now. 75 pity. It's really easy to do. Get the new unit, Leo. I think I have one with good stats. Get Leo. She's really, really, really good, even without Monarch. You can see the damage. Damage. Up. She has one really, 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 really big flaw, though. And that's if you use her ability, her range goes down. And her damage goes up, I believe. So I'll sell her and replace her. This is her without using the ability. And this is her with the ability. Just watch her range. This is no trait. Her range is pretty good with no trait. Her range is just decreasing constantly. You can see it above the unit. -2, -2, -3. But her damage is going up. She's a good unit, but I don't know if the trade-off is worth it, to be honest. Like, if you get Monarch on her, I saw her doing like 400k, 500k damage. But she's free, so definitely go for her. She's like really easy to get. Damage is going up. Like, her range isn't decreasing as much. They might have changed it, but before her range would like be non-existent. Maybe because there's not too many units in range. But yeah, let's see. There's one more unit I wanted to show you guys. Saber, or well, two actually, because Saber's on here. There's Saber, and then Saber, normal Saber. We have Saber Black Tyrant. This is her damage. These are her passives. I'm not reading all these because like it's gonna take me a while. But these are her passives. I'll leave it on the screen for a second. You can pause that if you want. This is her damage. She's pretty good unit. She's full AoE at like, what was that, level 7 or something? 3, 4, 5, 6. At level 6, she's full AoE. I think she stays full AoE. No, she goes to full circle. Or she's like, it looks like she's full AoE and circle. So it's weird. Yeah, she's like full AoE and circle. It's quite interesting. But her damage is like really good. Her SPA is extremely high. But yeah, she's a good unit. We got normal Saber. This is the damage. I don't think this is an Evo Saber, but she has a nuke, and she repulses, so she's really good. The older units, if you guys played during the winter event and then like quit, you can get snowflakes from the new event, and like evo those units. So I recommend doing that. This is Ichigo. His damage goes up a lot from his passive. This steals your stocks though, so be careful with that. Choso's decent. Choso's bleed, full AoE bleed. He does like no damage though. Orihime's good. She lets you place a unit like 3k or 3k or less. Kazi's insane. I have Ethereal on her. You can see her stats here. She freezes. She has bubbled. Here's her passives. This is Ethereal. This isn't her attack form, so she's not going to be doing a lot of damage. But when you hit this, when she gets to 50%, I'll show you guys in a second. When she gets to 50%, you can change it to like her attack form. And she also like refreshes this thing. She what do you call it? She cleanses, I believe. Yeah, I think it's 1 bar meter to cleanse. Yeah, it's cleanse. Okay. So when she gets to 50, you can use attack mode. Her damage increases significantly. Her SBA is pretty low, I'd say, for like how much damage she's doing. 51 range. She's a really good mythic. Definitely somebody I'd pick up. Um, let's see. Let me show you guys. I don't have an Emmy Evoed. I do have a Rem and Rom, or Rom and Ram? Yeah. Ren and Ram Evo. I have... Yeah, I have a Rem and Ram Evo. Rem and Ram is still crazy. Nasty boss killer. Here are the passives. Here, one passive. I'll show you guys the other one in a minute. She might be multi-hit, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think she's multi-hit. I can upgrade. She got Oni Assault. She's got Oni Whirl. She's full AoE. And then she's got Fanatical, which is her ability. She leaves the full AoE, but she has this ability. This decreases her SBA by 40%. So if you have like Blitz on her or something, she's nasty for 30 seconds. And switches to Attack 5, which is the full AoE one, maybe? Attack 5. I don't know which one's Attack 5 is, but I think it's this one. We could pop this, and you see how fast she's attacking every 3 seconds, and she's multi-hit. So this, if you use this on a boss, it like shreds the boss. Especially if you place all of them. She's a 4 placement, and it's not a global cooldown, so you can use it on all 4 of them. That's what makes her crazy. Just pop that, pop that, pop that. And she's like these guys just aren't even making it into her AoE. It's a 120-second cooldown. You can use it more than once, of course. Yeah, her damage goes up because of her SPA. So those are all the units I'd say you guys would try to get as a beginner, even a middle class player. I definitely recommend getting these units. There's other mythics. Of course, go for the Vanguards and stuff like that. Save up rerolls. You don't have to really... These are like... All these units, you don't really have to like reroll on for them to be good. That's the reason I'm recommending them. But yeah, you don't have to reroll on any of these guys. The only person I recommend rerolling on is Aizen. And maybe getting like a Blitz or something on Rem and Ram. Or like a Blitz on Ichigo. Like if you guys want to roll on them, just try to stick with like Blitz or Solar or something. Just save up your rerolls until endgame because you're really, really going to need it. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. And let me know if I can do anything better to improve my videos. And yeah, see y'all.